we just saw Transformers 1, an animated movie of a cartoon that I loved in my childhood. It was fine. I liked the aesthetic of the animation, mostly. There were often times where I couldn't see what was happening. I couldn't get my bearings or the geography of the action sequences. It's actually very dark in a lot of scenes, but I did really enjoy the colors of the characters, the way they approached showing us these robots. A lot of my issues with this are story things. The story, it's pretty clean, it's pretty easy, it's pretty straightforward, but there's so many questions I have about robots, where they come from, how it works, how society is, why society is the way it is with these particular robots, where the personalities in these robots come from, how they would approach, do they need to eat, do they not need to eat, do they need to sleep? There's so many questions that go, why would one be a woman and one be a man? These questions are, this is not for that type of questioning of the movie. This is a straight romp, an action thing. A lot of the character decisions don't make any sense whatsoever. What's going on with Cybertron? I mean, they go to the surface, there's things happening, we don't know why they're happening. What happens to the bad guy? What happens with that bad guy? We don't know. They're not worried about, if you go see this movie, do not think about it. You just don't think about it. I would say this is a very good toy commercial, but it's not a thinking man's story, and it's not a particularly well done action thing. There are some deep cut jokes. If you can transform into something that flies, why wouldn't you? And what are the rules? See, none of the rules get laid out in this, and it's fine. I mean, I guess that's not, you know what I mean? That's not what this is for. And it had some pretty cool messaging about you can transform, and your ability to transform comes from your spark. I mean, I love that they're putting that message into kids' brains through this particular medium. Yeah, I give it a 60. I was only bored a couple times in the movie, and then to put it in the range of the ones that are better than it, I would say the first Michael Bay movie was better than this. I would say definitely the anime one in my childhood was like a million times better. Now I haven't seen that in 20 years or so it could potentially be terrible if not hold up. But as a little kid watching that one, I was blown away. It's the end of the road, Galvatron. You know, like these touchstones from that particular movie that still live in my brain. This will not live in my brain. It's not for me. If I had kids and I wanted to take my kid to something, this would be great because I wouldn't mind it. Thank you for watching my reviews. Let me know if you want to be on a review. I'll do my best to get you on a review, and I want to hear what you think. And I'm very grateful that you watch my videos, and I love you very much.
Transformers 1 in early access, starring Chris Hemsworth, Brian Tyree Henry, Scarlett Johansson, and Keegan-Michael Key. I really enjoyed this. Unapologetically, it's a fun movie. You can definitely take your kids to see this, and as an adult, you won't necessarily be bored. It's entertaining, real kind of funny at times, and is deep cuts. So many Transformers deep cuts. As a fan of Transformers, if you have any idea about the lore of this, there's a lot here. And Hemsworth is great as Ryan Pack / Optimus Prime. Brian Tyree Henry's really fun in this. Scarlett Johansson does a really nice job, and Keegan-Michael Key is funny as always. Really, really like this film. My favorite Transformers movie ever. Kind of faint praise because I didn't love any of them outside of the original animated. I like this better than that. I give it a 90 out of 100. Really enjoyed it.
The movie was great. There were some scenes where I thought they undersold it, but other than that, didn't really give an explanation on like what was going on and why it was happening. You only really got the context if you were truly paying attention. The final scenes were amazing. It was way better than the trailers thought possible. I give this a 95 out of 100.